How many pieces of your life can fit in a dusty box tucked away in the attic? Oh, yes, I remember that time very well. It was January 1957. The rain was pouring down. I was lost in thoughts, having tea by the window, and suddenly I pictured it all.
These are electric appliances that were on when the power went off. This will help to prevent
Thank you,
power
Martin.
surges when
I'll be
electricity
back
is
in a few
restored.
days.
I will start a tea service with people who enjoy good conversations and company, with everything it involves, of course. Beautiful teacups, embroidered napkins, a wide variety of tea flavors, sweet and savory delights, and my companionship.
Close as much as possible to keep cold in and heat out. Do not use the stove to heat your home. This can cause a fire or fatal gas leak. Use extreme caution when driving. If traffic signals are out,
I knew from the beginning that this idea would brighten my customers' afternoons as much as it would brighten mine, but what I didn't know was that I would be so lucky to meet such extraordinary people and so many kindred spirits. At first, it was hard for me to understand how such kind and interesting people with so much to tell spent most of the time on their own. Wouldn't everyone want to be their friend and be inspired by such captivating stories? With time, I came to realize that sometimes the best stories are kept just for those who are willing to listen. Thank you. Preparing for a new service and packing my suitcase was nearly as pleasurable as enjoying a cup of tea with my wonderful customers. My service was quite affordable. Back then, I had a lot of free time, so I only asked for a modest compensation to cover the cost of ingredients. I met people from all different backgrounds, including some very affluent and generous who compensated for those who could not pay but who were nevertheless just as worthy of an excellent service. One of those generous souls was the dear Bonnie Sinclair, as she liked to be called. Bonnie and I shared more cups of tea than any other of my customers. Her heart was pure, and she had the most extraordinary anecdotes about a woman named Florence Sinclair, known as Aunt Florence among her closest friends. Bonnie's life had been miserable before Florence changed its course, but even after that, Bonnie would still face the consequences of injustice and racism. Her eyes were always full of kindness and gratitude, but I could feel how healing it was for her to share her true story, those parts that everyone else wanted to avoid at tea time. Well, perhaps not everyone. At Florence's, they also had the most wonderful tea gatherings, where women met not only to enjoy tea and pastries, but also to share stories of activism and change. Her descriptions of the way they used to lay the table and bake with love for their friends made me feel that I wasn't that different to them after all. We were kindred spirits. Bonnie and I shared several recipes and anecdotes about embroidered napkins and elegant teacups. But above all, with each encounter, we made sure to preserve the stories and continue to raise our cups to all those who had the courage to change the world we all live in.